Hey everybody, Davis here. Welcome back to the Talking Puppy Podcast. This week I will be bringing you guys a bonus puppy. There's some reviews coming on down the way that I've been procrastinating on, but I will get to those. There's a few more topic discussions that I want to do. Those will be barks. But I'm back there with another bonus puppy for you guys. As you know, bonus puppies tend to be kind of just random topics that I want to talk about. Nothing in particular. Um, but this was one that kind of hit me a few days ago. I don't know how I thought about it, it kind of came to me. And that is, here in Georgia we have two major cons. There's Anime Week in Atlanta and there's MomoCon. MomoCon, while not solely just anime focused, well not now anyway. It's like anime, comics, and everything else. A few years ago, it used to be mainly just anime. It was mainly an anime convention. Um, and there was a podcast that they sort of follow along the tails of Konoha Corner, which was a Naruto podcast. And this podcast is called the Soul Eater Podcast. Soul Eater Podcast, oh boy. I got into Konoha Corner with MomoCon around maybe 08-ish or something like that. And a few years after, there was Soul Eater Podcast. Soul Eater Podcast just popped up one year at MomoCon. They were a thing. One of the guys from Konoha Corner, the guy who played Jiraiya in the Konoha Corner podcast, was also in the Soul Eater Podcast. And I want to say that he was Professor Stein. I'm not totally sure. I haven't listened to the podcast in years. They weren't around very long, to be honest. That's kind of how it got started. They had a panel one year at MomoCon. I do remember that. They had a panel. It was pretty fun. But they kind of fall in the same kind of footsteps as Konoha Corner, layout-wise anyway. They had, oh god, the one black guy, and I can't remember his name. That's a shame on me. But they had a guy that played him, and they had Professor Stein, and I can't remember who else. I have the podcast put up here on YouTube just so I can kind of go back and reference. Yeah, the podcast is over about 4 years old. The last episode was 4 years ago. They have a few episodes about 4 to 5 years ago how long the podcast was. They started doing Ustream. Everybody remembers that. Yeah, Ustream. I don't know if that's still a thing or not anymore. They would broadcast on Ustream and also do YouTube live streams or whatever. But it was a pretty cool podcast. I was a huge Soul Eater fan years ago. Still am. Soul Eater still one of my favorite animes. Team Black Star all the way. Black Star was just the coolest. I mean, don't get me wrong. Soul was awesome. I cosplayed Soul once. Soul was awesome. Maka, all of those. But Black Star was just Black Star, and I just loved him. But yes, it was a pretty fun podcast. I hate that they weren't around very long. I feel like it never really got traction going. They were putting out episodes, and they were at. Sorry about that. That was my phone. Hope the phone didn't interrupt too much. But yeah, I felt it never really gained traction. Like I said, they did the MomoCon round, which here in Georgia, I mean, that's the spot to go to. It was AWA is like our like our anime expo here in Georgia. Here in Georgia, AWA is the anime convention to go to. It's the one with all the really, really big voice actors, even some from Japan. It's the one where we get all the bands that play. We had Miyavi this year. We had Homemade Kazuko a few years ago. God, they killed it. They shut it down. It's so amazing. We had the group Blessed for a few years before that, and they killed it. So it's that convention that they get all the bands and everything like that. It's that convention. But MomoCon is starting to get to that scale now. MomoCon, especially back then, 4 or 5 years ago, was a more intimate version of that. We had big voice actors and everything like that, but it was more contained and it felt more intimate. So that was the best route for them to go, and they did it great. They had the panels and everything like that, but I feel like that live action podcasting thing kind of not took a dip, but it kind of slowly faded away. Corner Corner, they sort of had the market on it, and they were doing it, and then theirs slowly started fading off too, and so the audience that was there for them kind of faded with them, and then Soul Eater podcast just never seemed to really garner up that traction or that feedback. Um, I remember only going to one of their panels. They may have had two. I'm not even sure. I know I went to one they had. This one they were really like first getting started. And it was cool. It was cool. I enjoyed it. Um, but after that, it seems like maybe two or three more because after they were just gone, it was over. And it kind of sucks. But at the same time, I think doing a podcast based solely around one anime kind of stifles you a little bit anyway because there is only so much you can do. Soul Eater was only going to run for so long. The anime was already over by that point. It was way over. The manga was still going. I'm not sure about the manga even now. I think the manga is over also now. I think I'm not sure. Of course, a few years ago we got Soul Eater Not, which some people didn't like. I really enjoyed. So, there's only so much content you could really, really honestly cover with Soul Eater. It's not like it was a Naruto or Bleach or One Piece that has like 100, my bad, I said 100, 3 to 4, 500 episodes. It's just not one of those anime. So, I felt it kind of put themselves in the corner there, and it just didn't last very long, which sucks. But, they definitely tried. I remember enjoying it. It was another one of those podcasts where, like I said, each person played a character, and there was some random things here and there. People would make random jokes and things of that nature. It was just a fun, like, friends getting together, cosplaying podcast. That's kind of like what it was. The podcast is still on YouTube, actually. If you search solely the podcast, you'll find it. There are a ton of episodes, to be completely honest. Not a ton, but there are 28 total episodes. There's an episode of something they called Death Table Talks. And then there's another podcast we did with Soul Eater episode number whatever, and that seems to be the last total podcast for them. Everything else is just sort of random videos. The podcast stops at episode whatever. They don't even have a number for it. It's the shortest one on here, almost at 50 something minutes. The rest is about 2 hours. So yeah, so it's still there if you want to check it out. If you're a Soul Eater fan, I would recommend checking it out just for some value. I mean, there's a good chunk for you to watch and or listen to, and kind of be something to check out. Maybe give them a rejuvenation. I don't see them coming back. I mean, that was years ago. Most of them probably aren't even in the Soul Eater anymore, or maybe not even animated anymore. I don't know. But I just want to kind of shine a light on it because it's something that I personally enjoyed and personally saw take place at the local colors. So I kind of had a first eye view of it. So I kind of wanted to bring some spotlight to it. So yeah, that's basically it for this bonus puppy. It's going a little long. I'm running into 9 minutes here, so I'm going to definitely shut this off. Yeah, so you guys for listening. If you know of this podcast, leave a comment below. Tell me how you found out about them and what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. That's fine also. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back hopefully in a few weeks with 2 more videos. Maybe 3 if I finally finish Eleven Eyes. I've been trying to finish watching for about a month now. It's only 13 episodes. Do not judge me. I just keep procrastinating. But I'll get to it eventually. So yeah, so see you guys in about 2 weeks. And as always, Maho, out.